The book came to me wrapped in oilcloth, tied with a cord that looked like it had been cut from a noose. No name, no note, just left on my desk at the university library after closing time. I was the last one there. I always was. Old habit, old loneliness. The cloth smelled like smoke and something bitter, like burned hair. I should have thrown it away. I didn't. Curiosity is a soft word for the hunger that lives in people who spend their lives around forgotten things. When I unwrapped it, the cover was plain black leather, cracked like dried skin. No title, no author, no markings at all. But it was warm. Not room warm, body warm. I remember laughing. Books don't hold heat. This one did. I opened it. Every page was filled with writing, but none of it made sense. The letters crawled over the paper in crooked lines, some sharp, some rounded, shifting when I tried to focus. It looked like 100 alphabets fighting each other. My eyes slid off the words like they refused to be read. Unreadable, completely. I told myself it was a prank, some art student, some joke. Then I noticed something. Where my thumb rested on the page, the letters slowed. They leaned toward my skin. I snapped the book shut. That was the first night. I took it home. I don't know why. I wish I did. But if I'm honest, part of me already knew it mattered. Like meeting someone in a dream and waking up knowing your life just changed. My apartment is small. One room, one window that looks at a brick wall. I set the book on my kitchen table and made tea I never drank. I kept staring at it, waiting for it to move. It didn't. So I opened it again. This time I thought I saw patterns, not words, but shapes that repeated. A curve like a horn, a circle broken in 3 places, lines crossing like ribs. I leaned closer. The page pulsed, just once, like a slow breath. I dropped the book. It hit the floor with a heavy sound, thicker than paper should ever sound. When it landed, a fine dust rose from it, dark and drifting, and the room smelled suddenly of ash. I didn't sleep that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw the pages fluttering on their own, heard a low sound like distant chanting under deep water. By morning, I told myself it was stress, imagination. The mind fills silence with monsters. I went to work, but the book came with me. I don't remember putting it in my bag. At the library, I tried to scan it. The barcode reader wouldn't light. The computer froze when I typed a description. When I took a photo with my phone, the screen showed only black, like the camera lens was covered, even though it wasn't. That was when I noticed something new. The first page had changed. Where before it was just crawling symbols, now there was a single line in English, not ink, scratched into the page. "You have opened me." I stared at it until my eyes burned. I hadn't seen that before. I would have remembered. I flipped the page. Another line. "You have seen." My mouth went dry. Another page. "You will read." I slammed it shut and shoved it into a drawer under the desk. My hands were shaking. I told my supervisor I was sick and went home early. That night, the dream started. I was standing in a desert under a black sky, holding the book. The wind tore at the pages, but they never ripped. In the distance, something massive moved under the sand, rising and sinking like a buried mountain. Every time it came closer, the ground cracked in glowing red lines. And a voice, not loud, but everywhere, kept whispering a name. Baal, Baal, Baal. I woke up screaming. The book was on my chest. I threw it across the room. It hit the wall and fell open. Pages fluttered until they settled on one spread. This time, I could read it. Not the symbols, the meaning. It poured into my head like a memory that wasn't mine. Fire. Stone towers collapsing, people kneeling, faces burned black, mouths open in silent worship, a throne made of bones, and something sitting on it, vast and horned, eyes like pits into endless night. Baal. I crawled back until my spine hit the bed frame.
The pages burned into my mind. I knew things I had never learned, old names, old rituals, old sins. I knew what the book was, the book of Baal. Not written, not created, left. A door. I tried to destroy it. I tore pages out. They didn't rip. I tried to burn it in the sink. The flame died the moment it touched the cover. I tried to drown it in the bathtub. It floated, dry as bone. Every time I left it alone, it came back to me. On my pillow, in my fridge, on my chest when I woke up. And every day more words appeared in a language I could read. About summoning, about binding, about offering, about the price. I stopped going to work. I stopped answering my phone. My world shrank to my apartment and the book. And the voice. Not just in dreams now, in quiet moments, in the hum of the fridge, in the pipes at night. It didn't shout. It didn't beg. It taught. It told me Baal was not a demon. Demons are servants. Baal is a king, older than hell, older than heaven. It said the world forgot him, locked him away, buried his name in ash and blood. But forgetting is not the same as destroying. A door left closed still waits to be opened. You opened me, the voice said, and I knew it was smiling.
The book began to write itself faster. Whole pages filled overnight. The more I read, the easier it became. The letters stopped writhing. They settled into shapes my eyes accepted. I told myself I was learning a language, but really, the language was learning me. I could feel it changing how I thought, how I felt. Fear dulled, doubt faded. The idea of Baal stopped sounding like madness and started sounding like truth. A king deserves his throne, doesn't he? The ritual was simple. That's what scared me most. No grand circles, no rare herbs, no blood of virgins. Just a room, a voice, and a reader. The book said Baal did not need to be summoned. He only needed to be remembered, to be named, to be read back into the world. The final pages weren't words, they were instructions. A story. His story. And when spoken aloud by a living voice, the story would not describe him, it would become him. I laughed when I realized, a story. That's all it takes. We build our world from stories. We worship with them. We kill with them. We live inside them. Why not open hell with one too? I sat in the center of my apartment that night, the book open on my knees. Candles flickered around me, not because they were needed, but because the book said they would please him. My hands were steady. My voice wasn't. I started to read. The words didn't come from my mouth. They came from deeper. Each line made the air heavier. The shadows in the corners thickened, stretching like they were waking up. The walls groaned, wood cracking under invisible pressure. The room smelled of smoke again, and something else, something ancient. As I read, the story changed. It stopped being about deserts and towers and bones. It started being about me. My childhood fears, my failures, the nights I wished something would just end it all. The book knew. It wrote my life into Baal's story, weaving my weakness into his return. My voice shook, but I couldn't stop. Every word pulled me forward, like hooks in my throat. The floor split with a sound like thunder. Red light bled up through the cracks. Heat rolled over my skin, not burning, just reminding me how small I was. And then, silence. The candles went out. The light vanished. I was sitting alone in the dark with the book closed in my lap. Nothing else. No monster, no throne, no king. Just me. I laughed. A broken, shaking laugh. I told myself it was over, that I'd imagined it,
that the ritual failed. Then I felt the breath, not mine, hot, slow, against the back of my neck. A shadow rose on the wall in front of me, not cast by anything, just growing, stretching upward until it touched the ceiling, wide and crowned with curved horns. A voice spoke behind me, not in my ears, inside my skull. You read well. I couldn't move. You remembered me. The shadow leaned closer. The air crushed my chest. I am Baal. I wanted to scream. I wanted to run, but my body belonged to him now, frozen like prey under a blade. You opened the door, he said, but doors swing both ways. I felt something slide into me. Not a claw, not a bite, a presence, vast and cold and burning at once, pouring into my thoughts, pushing my own aside like trash. My memories blurred, my name faded. I was still aware, but not in control, a guest in my own skin. The shadow shrank until it matched my shape. Then it stepped into me. I woke up on my bed the morning after, sunlight on my face. No cracks in the floor, no candles, no red light. Just my apartment and the book on my chest. I sat up slowly. My body felt fine, strong, calm. Too calm. The book was different. The pages were blank, every single one, except the last. On it, in clean, simple letters, was a single line. Thank you for your voice. I tried to say my name. Something else answered. I am still here. Somewhere behind my eyes, watching, listening, Baal walks in my body now. He smiles at neighbors. He buys groceries. He goes outside and breathes a world that forgot him. But he hasn't forgotten, and he still has the book. He's writing again, not with ink, with stories, with whispers, with this, because he knows something you don't. You don't need to touch the book to open it. You don't even need to see it. You just need to hear the story. And now you have. So tell me, did you feel it? That small, cold shift inside. That moment when the air got heavy. Good. That means he heard you too.